everyone. This is Rex Red, and I am back with another fun exploratory Daz EZ3D tutorial. And today we are featuring the program Daz Studio. And it must be funny because I seem to do that like for all my videos, so I don't know why. So it must go without saying that that's not all of them. Sometimes we explore Blender and sometimes we do some Photoshop stuff. So, okay, we are back here with Daz Studio. Today's video will be specifically in Daz Studio, and I'd have to make sure I don't have too much of a lag on my voice, or I could end up with my voice out of sync, but I think it's okay. Okay, we can turn the music off. All right, so let's get right to it. As you can see right here, this is the image that I made for the preview for this video. This is a sickle yield product that you can purchase in the Daz store. And as you can see here, there's a lot of different, these are VDBs, and pretty much when somebody sells a VDB product, I buy it. It does, you know, it does matter. If it's a nice sale or something, I'll buy it. You know, it usually comes in on sale, and it's something that I like the VDBs a lot. I think it's one of the most interesting features that has been added to Daz Studio is the ability to use VDBs in your scenes. I like just about every kind of VDB that you can purchase. Angus, welcome, welcome, friend. Welcome. So we are going to be working with another VDB product. You've seen me use them in the past. This one comes with a bunch of props, and it says some render settings. This is to turn bloom on or off, okay? And then we have materials that we can add to these VDBs to make them different and change them and add some. So we're going to see what we can do with this product. Now, the very first one that comes in is, and what's really nice is sickle yield puts a figure in here, which, as you can see, the person is kind of tiny to this. So it gives you a perspective of how big this effect is compared to a person. And so these are hand rings. There's another hand ring. So these are magic. So if you have like a wizard or a character that needs some kind of magic effect, these are perfect for this. Now, to me, if there are only even a few of these effects that I might use, I think I paid something like $6 for this because I used one of my membership coupons. And welcome, everybody. Welcome. We have 3 people. Please leave a like on my video. So these are, even so, I used my membership coupon, and then there was also some Daz deals. And if you buy one of like 2 of the, so this is for sale right now in the store. Oh, they left, but that's okay. We're gonna have some fun here. So this is the first prop, and isn't that beautiful? So no, we have to zoom out a little bit so we can kind of see what this prop is. And now, to me, there's the domain that is all contained within. To me, and I guess it's set so that the prop can go outside of the domain. To me, to my eyes, this is absolutely beautiful. Now, what now to me, this one VDB is probably worth the $6 that I paid for it. I think it might be more than that. Like it's $23 or something. It's something around there. But right now it's on a 30% off sale. And if you purchase another item, it'll go down. And even if you can get this for $10, I would say just this one VDB alone, just look at this is a magic like poof or poof. And to me, just this alone is worth the $10 because I can use this right here as a fog in a scene, and you put these in your scene, and you never know what's going to work best with your scene. And so having a few of these to go with. So if I go into environments and let's put something kind of interesting into our scene. Let's get rid of this VDB and we'll unselect that. And let's find an environment. Now I had that selected. I don't know why, Daz, it has to be unselected. So we take this, it's a greenhouse. Let's see, what else have we got here? Find something that is interesting. Now this is kind of interesting. So we'll bring this right click, merge into the scene. Now our figure's going to be so tall. Okay. Now, I'm wondering if I can take this cube, scale it. You can see that this brings in a very nice kind of... Now, what this did was it may have changed. You know, I have there's a scene light that's lighting everything. But let's see what happens when we take this and just scale it up. How well does it scale? See, that scales pretty nice. And now everything is kind of foggy here. And we scale it a little more. And now everything is engulfed in this fog. But we can now go into the parameters of this. Placer cube, I think that's it, surfaces. And we can take the geometry, the density down a bit right here. This is at 5. Let's go to 1. And we could even go down to 0.5, 0.2. Okay, so now we have a very nice fog, and there's a possibility of just taking this and duplicating it so that we have so we could take this at now. Let's go back here to our products, go to VB and default. Here it is, this mysterious product. Okay, Mysterious Magic, SY Mysterious Magic VDB product. Now let's put one of these in, and then we'll take this and we will bring it ahead here like this. Oh, that moves so nicely through here. And we bring it in a little closer. And a little closer here. And then we bring it up maybe some. And then we go into here. See, because sizing it might actually take some of this beautiful detail that's in here out of it. So sometimes it's good to just duplicate it if you need it more. So let's try 1 now. And you see this is really nice. Now we go to 0.2. And then we have a really nice kind of fog here. Now let's try a different, let's find some kind of city like kind of thing where we can find a city. So we're just playing around with this first environments. Let's find timbered halls. Now there was something I'm not sure that I actually installed it yet, but there was another one too. Secret Ruins, Cliff House. All right. Highest first. Recent first. Okay, I think if we just go to default, we'll find it too. It's not showing them. And this Pirates Cove doesn't have a... Let's try the Pirates Cove here. Environment. Merge into scene. This might be exactly something that we're looking for here. Something that will be like a very nice... There we go. And it's going to be perfect for this fog. And you know what? I think this turned off my fog. Something here is probably not compatible with the fog. Instance. I think we have to turn off another. They have some other kind of fog in here that may not. Okay, it might be our scene. Let's see. Let's try this fog. Okay. Yeah, atmosphere cube. Okay, that's our cube here. Something is interfering with this product. We have to find it here. Instance, palms, rocks, dock, wall, steps, building, barrel. Okay, here's our environment options. Let's go into here and make sure this, okay, it may be because it's the sun. We'll go to dome and scene. There we go. So apparently these fogs and all don't work with the... Now what I have to do is put a light into the scene to turn off the auto. Okay, so now we have some kind of VDB here. This is kind of odd again. It's like we lost it. This is very strange that my atmosphere has been encapsulated into this. This is a distant light. Okay, that's it. We can take the distant light out. And we'll, oh, I just added the distant light in. We'll add the spotlight. Okay, accept. And now we have to find this, what is that noise? Wall. Okay, instances. Okay, and these have to be removed from here. Unparent and unparent. That's a tone mapper. And we go up into here. And here it is, unparent. Okay, so we have these now. We're going to here, dome and scene. Let's turn the ground visible. Okay, fog, ground, draw ground. Okay, I don't see and it's off. And all right, the environment map. Let's find a different map. Okay, browse. We go here to our, that was nice. Okay, Highlands, sunset. All right, let's see what this does here. This is kind of interesting. Okay, now environment. Okay, I have a backdrop. We have to turn that off. And now we'll take our, go back to our, this is a huge, this Pirates Cove is huge. Scene. We're going to go here to surfaces and let's bring this back up to like 5 again. See what, okay, so we do have a fog here. It's just not showing up as much here, so let's go to 1. Okay, this gives us a kind of, now if we just turn this fog off, see, then it's just so, and it looks like there's some kind of lighting thing going on here. Now, it also looks like my light. Let's take our environment and move the sun around a little bit. So it looks like we have a tree, right? Palm trees casting a shadow. All of this is good. It's adds to the realism. But let's go here. And the sun, this map is a little too bright. So we could take this down to 1. That's kind of a little more realistic looking. And then we can rotate the dome a little bit and see if we can get some interesting shadows by changing the sun position. Now look at that. See, this is just really, this is so nice. This is very nice. So this is so realistic looking now. We pull our camera back a little bit, bring our scene up a little bit. Bring it down a little bit, see if we can get it all in the scene. Look at this. This is just beautiful. This is the work of Daz. I believe this is this might be Stonemason, or it could be, let me see now. I'm gonna see if I can check out my, let's see if we can get to Daz Studio. Just a moment. Oh, I'm gonna fix my okay, my light there also. All right, we're going to go here, see what happens when we go to Daz Studio. Okay, I guess this works. Marks. Okay, so I'm back here. Let's turn this back on. El Gato. Okay, so we come here to Daz Studio, and we can come to Pirates Pirates Cove. Let's see what this is. Who made this? This might be Stonemason, because yeah, this is Stonemason. Yeah, this is just amazing work, and you can see he's got some very beautiful renders here, and he's got some kind of fog that he's used here. That was because, again, remember when we put this in the scene, it was using the, but he's used some kind of HDRI. It's just really beautiful thing, and this is where you can, all these different places are where you can set up a scene for some kind of intimate grouping of people, or just have somebody standing here at the end of the pier. Wow, that's a long pier. So you can grab this pier and hide it if you want as well. We'll hide part of it. That didn't work. Another piece. Dock instance. Hide the barrels. Where's that? Okay, and there's another barrel. Barrel instance. Okay, so we could have somebody standing at the end of the pier. So this, we come back here to, this is what we're doing. This is a great product right here. I believe I just bought this on a massive sale. Stonemason's items are very expensive. Some of the most expensive stuff in the store, and I do not think I don't think that that's that they shouldn't be that price, because now we put the turn back on our fog here, and because they are just like massive projects that he makes, and they are beautiful. It's beautiful work. It just is amazing work. I've bought so many palm trees that I just at some point I've got to stop, because I've got so many palm trees and so many different, and these you know, it's hard to tell which ones are the nicest ones, and when you need a really high quality palm tree, you just have to go through them all and look and see which one is going to work for your no, I'm not going to give you any tip on that, because I'm not really sure. Now this this fog here, we're working with this fog here, so we're going to try and go and scale this up and see what it looks like when we make it really big. Let's just engulf. Look at this now. Just see how nice that really works. Now what we could do is push this fog back a little bit. And over here. And down. Back. Yeah, see, this is nice. It's just really amazing. I love working with this stuff. I just really, the VDBs are the most exciting things you can work with, and we could take this and just make this really large. Now I'm not sure if I should be dragging the atmosphere cube. Okay, this is the cube. Yeah, see, I'm not sure that I just did that all right. Okay, let's take and move the cube back with it all with it. Okay, and I just X translate, which one would be our blue? Move it back here, And what happens if we take the cube and make it larger instead? Scale the cube. See, it kind of looks the same, but I don't know. I think the fog looks a little more detailed with the scaling the cube. And I don't know that it really matters a lot because the it's set to go outside of the cube. So we pull this way back, and we could scale this up and just kind of like this fog coming in. But you get the idea here. And so you can set the density of the fog, and we bring it in this way, maybe ahead. And we bring it in here. Then we take and go to our placer cube, surface, volume. Let's go to 0.1. So this just gives us, and what's really nice about this is without this, and it just say, well, it just made it kind of blurry. That's what you want. Because when you don't have it blurry like this, it's just too sharp. It doesn't have an atmosphere. And so when you bring this in and you say, okay, well, maybe it's too much atmosphere. Well, you just come down here to this surface. Instead, you go 0.05. And until you get it enough so it has the atmosphere, plus it has the sharpness of your image that you want. And now I thought I put a spotlight in here. Where is it? I think it's buried on, yeah, it is. It's here. Let's just turn it off for a moment and see what happens. So it's still in the scene, but I just don't want it changing my light too much. And we can now take this environment here, parameters. Takes a moment. And we can just change the dome orientation a little bit. Now the sun is behind the buildings, and it's going to come back around and come at us from the side here. See, that's very nice too. And then we bring it all the way around, and now it's starting to come in, peek in from the left. Then we come in through here. Now it's coming sort of directly. See, this is nice right here too. It's just amazing. And now this is coming directly at us. And then we start to turn again. So I think I like this the best in here, this coming from the side. Yeah, and then this is actually lit right here. It gives us maybe an area for some kind of scene. All right, so we're going to we'll save this as Pirates Cove. Pirates Cove into our Daz scene folder. And then we're going to go File, New. We're going to go back to New, to these SY items. And so we go to Smart Content, go back. And we'll type in SY. That should There it is. Props. So that was this atmosphere area. Okay, and this is as you can see, it's very, very nice. I don't know that some of her other atmospheres might be better, but maybe not for a magic, because if you notice this kind of, it looks less like fog and it looks more like something that was created by magic. So it has a little bit more of a smoky flavor, a smoky texture than a fog texture. Okay, so that's what it makes it very nice. Now here is another one, and this one I've experimented with a tiny bit. So we're going to just take a look at this. Now let's select this, and then we'll hone our, and these are magic things. So you'd have like a wizard standing in the middle of this, and maybe this would be in, so every one of these scenes I want to bring some kind of environment in so you can kind of see what they look like. But what we'll do with this is we'll just put a backdrop in here and make it black. And we should have, and there you can see this gives us a really nice, again, staging area for some kind of magic thing happening here. And so this is, I really like this. Now this one is made of two parts. You have your vortex, which we can turn off, and then we have this cloud. And this, again, when you look at this, it's not just like a fog. Okay, a fog isn't a fog. There's fog, there's mist, there's smoke, there's and this looks like an emanation. Where it emanates out and it sort of kind of tapers down. There's just a lot of interesting character going on with this that is not maybe immediately evident that it's there, but it is. And it's very difficult to really kind of see what's going on with this until, and this adding the blood vortex kind of gives it a little bit of some kind of what it is. It gives you an idea of what it actually is. Okay, so, and what you can do is you take this blood vortex and you go into surfaces here, you select it, and you have in this, it's been broken up, so this isn't all one chunk. Now you could select all three of them and just change the color to like green or something like that. You can also come down here and make it emanate color, but it doesn't work too well because there's no actual image on these pieces. It's just color that's been put on them. So in order to make, you'd have to put some kind of texture color on it. But then you can select these different ones and just give each element of this a different color. So you can kind of layer these different colors into this so that you have the red in the middle, the purple, and the green outside, or number one must be green, so we could take the green and make it maybe blue. So it just gives you the ability to change the colors of these. You could resize them. I don't know that you can actually add thickness to them. I'm not sure if they're like a plane, some sort of plane. Planes don't have a thickness, at least according to Euclid. Plane only has width. Width and height, I guess. It has no depth. I forget the axiom for that, but that's pretty much it. It just like a straight line has no height, and or width. And I think a point has no width, height, or depth. So a point doesn't actually like exist other than it's a coordinate. It doesn't have a size unless you're talking about a dot. That's different than a vertex point. So just a little bit of geometry there. So we'll go on to the next now. This is colored smoke. I haven't seen this one yet. Now that is very nice, and what we're looking at here, as you can see, is there are 3 little boxes here. So these are placer cubes, so each one you can add your own color to. So if you don't like the color of one, you can change it or you can turn them off. That's the purple one. This is the green one, and this one is the now the green one, as you can see, has 2 little sections to it. That's kind of interesting. And then we have a teal one here. And they just blend so beautifully in together. And this is very, very, very nice. So this is some kind of magic thing that a wizard would make or something. This is beautiful from every angle. It's just a really well made. That's what I like about Sickle Yield's VDBs. That's what I would characterize them. Is they're just beyond well made. They're like extremely well thought out. And they're artistically created. And that's what's really nice about them. They're not just a blob of smoke. They're thought out. Like if you zoom in a little bit on this, you will see that there's a definite texture to this. And there again, it's that emanate. Look at, see these little swirls and all. And the more you and just they look like they're emanating. This isn't fog. This isn't a mist. This is like a kind of magic smoke. It's an emanation kind of thing. So there again, we're back to that, to these having purposes, specific purposes. Now, I would say these are all the same. So we go to the other colored smokes. Look at that. This is just amazing. This one I like a lot. And then we go here. This one is just smoke. So, I mean, these are being called smoke, but I think of them as like emanations. So, yeah, I think that smoke and vapor, you know, this could be vapor also. So, I mean, its generic name would be smoke, but there are many different volume descriptions, you know, for smoke. And so that is just amazing. And the thing is you can embed lights into this. These don't have any lights embedded in them. As you can see, they're just are smoke. And this has one. This is another 3-1. So you see there's purple, red, and blue. Very complementary colors that really, and this one has got a blue, white, and our teal is back again. They're just very, very nice. So an apparition, a vaporition. Okay, so here we go. Now here's something else. Okay, these are floating rocks. So this would be, we could call this a debris field. And what you would do, oh, and there is also, so we have the rocks. Now that looks very realistic. We have the rocks. So it's either something that's coming into form or it's something that's been blown out of form. Either way, it's very, very nice. And there's something, so that's very nice. And this almost looks like a heat kind of fog. Now, you know, there is smoke that is created, you know, as evaporation, and then there's smoke that's created from fire, and then there's smoke that that it comes from burning things, and then you have smoke that celestial fog. That is a very nice name, Lester. I mean, Angus. Yes, very, very nice name. Celestial fog. Yes, that's, and this reminds me of like heat fog. So which, you know, is heat, smoke. So yes, it's a very nice kind of, I don't know why, but you're not showing, I bet you're still here, but it's not showing that you're a concurrent viewer. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but so there's just so many different kinds of vapors and magic vapors, you know. And now here is and there's one word we haven't even mentioned, and that's cloud fog. So now we're going to zoom way in on this glow sphere. Now this is the sphere that I chose to use for our preview image for today. And so I like this. This is very nice. There's just so much you can do with this, and you can turn these elements off. Like supposing you don't want the squigglies in the center, you can go into the cube surfaces. Now that's our volume, but if you go into the sphere, we have the inner, and we can go down here to our cutout opacity, and we turn the center part off, and that's very nice as well. Or we could leave the center part on and turn off the sphere, cutout opacity. But I think it looks all very nice together, kind of like some sort of, I'm not sure what I'm thinking of here, single cell organism or something. It's an organism or a, and now I'm starting to think of like nebulas. Okay, there's other, oh, very good, Angus, very good. Yeah, so nebula is another, and this looks very nebula, okay? The smoke, the fog looks like a star nebula. So these would work very good with planets to give them an atmosphere or a sun. So there's another one. Very good. Now these are called hand rings. And we have I gotta drag these because it won't scroll right. So let's see what this looks like. Takes a little while for these to come into the scene. Wow. Okay, that is a blue hand ring. Now let's see what this, okay, this is the placer cube. Let's go to the hand ring, see if there's anything else here for surfaces. Hand ring. Okay, so we only have emission color. Okay, so this is just simply, okay, suddenly I'm starting to get tired. I hope I can make it through these. Now, this kind of looks like a snake biting its tail, and you can see that there's motion here to this, or two snakes, actually. So it may be the same No, it looks like they're different. But as you can see, there are two sides to this. There's one here and one there. So the placer cube and the volume, but these are all still one. They are still one unit. Okay, so we can just change the color of this to green or whatever color we want. It could be a portal. Now I'm thinking of another kind of, like sea foam is a sort of mist. What would you call that? There's another name for, like, the crest of a wave, or the wake, not the wake of, So these kinds of things, if you had something like a buoy in the water, you could place this around the buoy and make it white and make it just barely show. You can make it thinner. You can change the width of it and all of these kinds of things so that this could be the wake of the ripple of the water around the ripple. So these are, there's just lots of uses for these things when you think about it, when you just kind of break it down. Here is another hand ring. This one looks very interesting. Oh my gosh. Now, this has this little bit kind of blown out, but in a way it's kind of nice because of that. Now you can always, now this looks like it has an item within it. Yeah. So we got a back ring and front ring. So let's see, let's select them both for a moment, and then we'll go here and just turn them off and see what happens. Cut out. We're just going to have a fog left. Now this reminds me of, where snow is another kind of atmospheric thing. And this has a very snowy look. Now, is this actually... Okay, so this is a very thin... It's thicker than a plane, but... So you can make it wider if you want. But it's... it's a Bezier. Taurus. This is a Taurus. And so it's a very thin Taurus. But it's very nice. And we turn back on the... Am I going to make it or not? I would probably get past my... Now we can take these... These have an emission color. And we could just take the luminance down to 50. And there we go. We have some kind of magic thing going on here. So this is another hand ring. That's just beautiful. All those little lines. You see, again, there's artistry here, people. This is artistry. It's not just like a bunch of clouds. And this very thin piece works very well with that. It's just, it has the right snowy kind of look to it. I'm drinking some water. Maybe it'll wake me up. Okay, so I like that a lot as well. Now we have a more of a cloud kind of thing here. Okay, I think I'm not sure that I did that right. Let's see. It's a hand ring. Okay, this is really beautiful. Again, this is less of a mist and more of a cloud. This could be resized to use. You can use this in any way you need to. You can make it less dense. You could put your wizard in the center of this and lay it flat on the ground, so that they're creating this kind of. And you could use this for rockets, and for the exhaust of a rocket, and place it flat like this. I don't think that's the right. Okay, no, I would have to lay it like this. Okay, and yeah, now it's an illusion here, Z. So we'll go from the front. Okay, so we would have to. Okay, I think I just deleted that. So let's try this other hand ring. Now let's see what this does. This is just a different shape. This one looks more like a star. It's very nice. These are both very nice. So, and you can change the color. Now this one's interesting. These are ice spell. Wow. Look at that. Wow. So this, and what's really nice is this comes with another. This is a cube. So we have these 4 projections. Like this, we can take turn the projections off. Now I think I have to hold shift to turn them off. Yeah, we have. There's something about these projections that's very interesting. Now if I turn this off, turn this back on like this, well, that's not going to let me do it that way. I may have corrupted this. I think we got to put it back in. Okay. No, I have corrupted my scene. Let's try going out of Iray. Control 9. It'll come back. I think this has to do with my graphics cards, because I have 2 of them and they're both kind of trying to display it at the same time. And let's go to texture shaded. All right, I'll come back to Iray and see if it fixed it. It's got to reload it now into the. No, it's not fixing it. This isn't what it looked like before. So let's just try a different one then. I think I have corrupted my Daz. Let's try a different one. Yeah, what do I do to fix that? I usually have to go out of Daz and come back in. So what if we yeah, this isn't displaying right. So okay, we'll just go File New and see what happens. Yes. No, I don't want to save this. File New. Let's see if we can get this working now. And we'll go back to our environment. Turn it black. Backdrop black. It won't show up on white because it's a white fog. If I turned it red, it would show up, but it wouldn't be that kind of amazing. Nope. Daz, what's wrong with you? Okay, see, this is what it looks like. It's not supposed to look like that. Okay, it's just not. Look at the texture, though, inside of this. Let's zoom out a little bit more and see. No, see, this is just something about the ground that's wrong. So I have to close this down. All right, come on. We'll turn this Elgato off for a moment. And close down Daz. Would you like to save? Nope. Let's see if we can get this to work now. VDB. And go to default, and let's go back in here, and we'll put the same prop in. It's not these props, I'll tell you that. It's not the props. It's Daz, and Daz has the same problem. It's just the VDBs, and I don't know that it's a problem with Daz. It could be a problem with my graphics card. So, because I do have, you know, so theoretically kind of it is, because it's just not dealing with. So now when I put this back in the scene, see how the fog fills the whole screen now? It's not like being cut out. And what makes me think about that is that one half of it is being handled by, now this looks really nice. Look at the ice. So you could put something here. This is just beautiful. Really nice artwork. Really, really nice artwork here. So, okay, so there's another one done. And again, you put your wizard in the center. I'm not sure how tall. Well, you can see how tall they were. So if you look at this little picture and that little image, that's how big a person would be. So they'd be pretty small. They'd be right in the midst here. That is beautiful. And you have a couple, you have a lighted one. So this one is actually lit. So they're lit. And so you don't see the, you can lower the amount of lighting that they have. You just have to know where to go in and set it. And this one is not lit, and so you can see the ice a little bit better in the shards. Okay, so this is a lightning ball. And that is very nice. Now, something like this, there's another option here. It says render settings. And we can turn bloom on, and watch what happens when we turn bloom on. Nothing. No, it should do something here. This is a tone mapper. No, this would be in environment settings. So, oh, it is on. You kind of look, and it seems like it's glowing a little bit more. Yeah, see that? It's very light. But it's there. See, it's kind of looks like the photographic effect, the bloom photographic effect. Now I can go into our tone mapper, I think it is, parameters. Yes, and we have this, it's called white point. And then we have the environment one here, and we go into the environment options. Where's the bloom one? This would be in just parameters. This would be, yeah, no, it would be, no, it would be tone mapper. Render settings. And then we go into filtering, is it? Yeah, bloom enable. So we can just kind of do that here as well. And then we can change the amount of bloom. Brightness scale. See how that's much more. Now we can turn it off. And we can bloom radius. Yeah, see, this is pretty interesting. So we can just go in and really kind of mess with this a lot more. And bring the threshold down a little bit. What's this? Let's go to, what's 82,000. Let's go to 498. Okay, so this is actually making it more. So we go to 100, 111. So we bring the threshold up, and so this is the bloom effect. This is an effect that you can do in Photoshop also. You don't have to do this here. And also it just kind of gives you ideas, because now look at this lightning though. This is a really nice lightning effect. Lightning ball. Turn the bloom off. And so there are ways of going into this and messing with this. Now the lightning here, this is our lightning ball, so we go to surfaces here, and the lightning ball and the lightning itself. Okay, now I thought this lightning would be all kinds of different pieces, but it's just one in particular. Now, so if we go in here to our cutout opacity, we can just make it disappear. But if we bring it in, we can just give it a little bit of lightning. Make it kind of thinner. So luminance, we can also bring this down to 500 instead of 1500. Kind of bring it down a little, tame it a bit. And two-sided, this is one-sided, two-sided. And the emission temperature, it's very blue right now, but we could bring it down and make it reddish. Or make the emission color that it's emanating, and it's passing that color into our. Now if we take this and turn this off, we see that we have yet another really beautiful kind of fog. So this one is again, this reminds me of something, and I'm not sure. Another kind of fog, like a ray kind of fog, where it again, it kind of emanates out. It's just another really beautiful. So in here we have this beautiful VDB that we can just use for anything that we need it for. I keep trying to flip it over by doing that, but you have to just go into the parameters and change it. So we're going to take a look at it, some more of these now. Let's move on. So these, okay, now these look like the same kind of thing. So this is a bolt. So we have yeah, so the wizard could propel that out, and that's pretty cool. Now, and there again, you can go in, you can set the amount of surfaces, go here, and we can take the cutout, so we could make it a little bit less strong. Take our luminance down to 50. So yeah, and it's looking very tree-like now, and we could change our color to like a yellow, whatever we want. It's still looking blue. Okay, that's because I think our, yes, our emission temperature, bring our temperature down a little bit. Now we kind of have this yellow color. And we have a base color that's blue also, so we could go like with an orange here. And just change this and edit it in so many different ways. So, or even red. So very, very nice. This is very nice. Very, very nicely made. And this is a particle trail. This is going to be very nice too. We have two of them. Look at this. This is amazing. And it just gives you so many different options with this. So you can lower the density of the smoke and bring that down, of this like feathered kind of smoke that's around here. So we could bring it down to 1. And it's still there, but we have this, and we could even take this now, this other object, which is part of the trail, and we could bring that down as well. Emission color, we could bring the luminance down to 1 to 10. See, look at that now. So you just set it to fit your world to do the thing that you're looking to do. And this again looks very ocean oriented. Like you could use this for waves on the ocean at a beach. Meld them together. So the luminance is down very low. And then our cutout, where's our cutout? So we can make it even like kind of more transparent. So yeah, you can meld this into a lot of different things. So this is a beautiful object. Very beautiful. So now, and this is going to be very much the same thing. Now let's go, this is an impact. Oh, that's very nice. I've never seen an impact quite as nice as that one. Yeah, let's get a little closer. Oh, that's very nice. It looks like it's coming through the atmosphere like something like a meteor. So you could combine this together with something like this, so that this is like a shooting star or falling debris through the sky. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now what is this? Okay, this is rigged fluid. Okay, so this is like a freebie here. So, because this isn't really a VDB. Let's see, go to surfaces. No, this is an object. Oh, wire mesh. Okay, but this is very nice and very realistic looking. So it's very nice that that's included in this. And we have a few more of these. Let's see these. These ones are kind of interesting. I want to see them. Okay, now what's rigged, what's also is interesting, is that these are different splines, like spines. So you can come in here and you can change you can select them, and you can move this to your own liking. Like they have it wrapped around. So and there's quite a few breaks, so you can make this as fluid as you want it to be. And you can also go to the parameters and say you want to make it, that's not that one. We would select the whole rig fluid. Yeah, you see you can make it wider. Edit, object, geometry. So this is already sub D, so you can increase the sub D if you need it. And let's see what this, let's get a little bit closer to this object. Like really close. And let's see what the high detail, look at the detail in that stuff. Very slime kind of looking. Very, 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 very nice detail. Texture, shader, quality. It's catching the light just perfectly. Really beautiful. So there is that. And then we have another one here. And then these are ribbons also. Those are going to be very much like, we have a Runic thing. Okay, now these are interesting, these rocks. So it's like you could put them on a haunted beach or something. And they look like little steps that have a... I think they finally came for the... This is very nice. So it's just, you ever need steps that go into something? It's just like, which, since they're separate items, these different stones are separate items, you can turn them off so that you could put your own stones inside. And so yeah, you could put your own logs, stones, anything inside, and these give you an encapsulation, something that to make it look like a. So this is very useful as well. You can put your own texture on the logs. That's very nice. So this is a rune. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, this is again something that this is very nice, because you can basically shape this into, look at that. And once again, you see we have these pieces, this. Okay, what's up with this? Okay, maybe we have to select. This is the fluid. Okay, how do we get it angled like that? There's got to be a parameter, some kind of. Yeah, look at this. Now, this is interesting. This is, let's go into our texture shaded mode. This is very nice, sickle yield. Okay, so we're gonna, now we can arc it. That's nice. Change it, the arc. Z. We have bend all. Okay, so that bends it forward and back. That's very nice. Bend half first. Okay, so this gives us a kind of, okay, so one part bends, but the other part stays kind of straight, so it's flowing out. Z. And side to side. Okay, that's very nice. Twist. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I wonder if they have a flare. Twist first half. Okay. Z. Twist just the second half. That's nice too. Now, I don't see a flare where you could flare out the end and make it so it gets bigger. That could possibly be done with a camera lens effect of some sort also. This is really nice, this arc pose. Wow. Now I didn't notice if there were, there probably, let's go back to our, this, to our, this fluid, okay? We don't have to do it by hand, because I bet this is going to have the same thing parameters. And yes, the same, oh, beautiful. So you can look at that. So this is really nice. Twist the first half and second half. Wow. It's so fluid. It's just so, it's made just perfectly well so that it bends without looking like it's got little crooks and elbows in it. It flows. You could use this as a river, like a little river coming down a mountain. This would be really, this is just really, really nice, and you can just bend it and flow it. And if you, then once you get it where you want, then you can come in here and grab little pieces and just move it whatever way you want so that it flows exactly how you want it to flow. So there's another very, 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 all those morphs that come with those are very nice. So we're going to expect that these items here, this lightning, okay, remember the lightning was just kind of like a big pole. That's got the same thing. The parameters, you come in here and we don't have as many. We just have bend. And then we have side to side. But we also have a twist. No, this must be, something must be wrong here. Let's select this again. It's not showing them all. Lightning. Okay, now you have to select this. Okay, this lightning doesn't appear to have as many. No, for some reason it's not letting me get down below here. It won't let me scroll. Okay, we got twist. Okay, so, and then the thing is we also have these splines. So, oh, now, yeah, okay, we have the splines, so we can also just move it the way we want to move it. We could have it just bend right down. But with these splines here, you have to move it like a little bit here and then go to the next one up and move that one a little bit. You can't then move this one a little bit. If you move one too much, it's just going to look bent. So you have to move them a little bit, tiny bit. And then if I come back here and I move this one, then it throws everything after that out. So you have to move it methodically through to get it to shape to if you want it to shape exactly to something like follow a line or something, you would start here and move this where you want. No, you'd start at the end and you get this where exactly where you want it, and then you then you move up to the next spine and you move that where you want it. No, it would be the other way. Because see, it's moving the end, see? So you'd have to, now there is a program. All right, well, that's that. We're not gonna, I'm not gonna put any more time into this. So what we're gonna do is go back to our VDB here and we'll look at some of the last ones that are in here, VDB. And what's interesting now is that we do have these morphs to help shape these things. It's not just something that you have to go in and move them and twist them by hand, that you have some morphs that slide that help you to get them basically in the ballpark of where you want them to be. And that is a very nice thing. So we'll go back to props. And so those worked for these. Now this is going to be the same thing here, the rigged skull. This is going to have that same kind of this thing where you can take this piece here, and you see anything like this has got like tail piece, the tail pieces, those are like splines. And so we go to the skull and the tail piece, and we go here into parameters, skull. All right, now that didn't work, but maybe we can go to the, okay, we go to the tail part. And what if we go to the rigged part here? Yeah, see pose, tail down. Okay, there's one. Side to side. Wiggle. It's not quite doing bend. All right, that's pretty nice. This one is the bend. And then we have a twist. That's interesting. Now, bend. Okay. Oh, look at that. See, this is nice. That's a really nice morph right there. Let's see what this looks like in Iray. Wow, very spooky ghost kind of thing. Ghostbusters kind of thing. And we bring this up a little bit here. Okay. This is pretty interesting. All right, so some beautiful VDB smoke following these items around. And again, what you can do here is you got your placer cube. And we go into surfaces, and we can just drop this density down to like 50. And this other placer cube, bring this down to 50 again. And it just takes these. Oh, we have a bunch more placer cubes here. Oh, those are following those. Okay, to 10, to 1. Yeah, I think it just did only one of them. You have to do them by, one by one. Placer cube. Cube. Density multipliers, 1. Okay. Okay, we go here. And placer cube. One. Okay, so that just gave, now we have this, the skull has so much light to it that it's surface. So if we just bring down this emission color down to 50, we can see a little bit more of the detail of the skull. And we bring it down again to like 10. So, all right, this is very interesting. So this is, again, something you can edit it to. Now, these ones I didn't get turned down, but you can see you can edit the mist and all to move it the way you want. Now, these tail pieces, we go into parameters, tail 8, and this is where this is the only one that's going to tail 9, surfaces, and this is where, okay, now what I don't see is, okay, these tail pieces, edit, and we go to object, okay, so this is already this tail piece. So we go here to, and this is would be in parameters, which I don't see it here. Okay. It says to something that's already been. I don't see any. Oh, they might be hidden. The sub D could be hidden. So let's see. Sometimes they hide stuff. Preferences, show hidden. Cast shadows is on. Some of these things are hidden. Not what I was expecting, though. Okay, so we'll move on. That one was very interesting. And we just have the skull trail. Let's see what this one is. That's just this. Oh, that's the skull with just the skull without the trail. And it does have the VDB around it. So we could bring that down. This is with no VDB. Oh, this is just the VD. No. This is a friendly one, I guess. Okay, let's see what this snow looks like. Oh my gosh. This is very interesting. I wonder if this... What happens when we get really close to the snow? What does it look like? See, what you do is you use this as your to create your snow in the scene, and then you have a few snowflakes that are up close that are highly detailed. This is very nice. Now these are just VDBs. They're like little teeny VDBs, and so you can select the whole thing. And okay, where is that? Snow. Okay, this is not a VDB. These are just little particles. Well, it's really weird though. It's in some kind of container, it looks like, but it's not really. These are objects floating in the air that you can put inside of your VDB, inside of the... but you can still kind of do stuff with this. You can go into the surfaces and you can bring your cutout down so that they start to get transparent. So that is very nice. So you can put this snow in the midst of your fog. Look at this. Let's get closer. So these, and look, when you get really close, they do have, look at these. This is so nice. I was thinking you'd have to get some high resolution snow to put up in front, but look at this. These all have their own little, they're like thousands of little snowflakes that have their own This is beautiful. But look at this. All of these are different, are just beautiful. Look at the detail in these. And so you can take these snowflakes and you can put them in the midst of a poof. And bring your atmosphere down a little bit on the placer crew here, and bring this down to like 0.1. And there you go. You've got this snowy world. Look at that. See, this is so nice. So, you know, I don't know that I would pay $20 just for like one poof. Because I already have a few. If it was the only one in, you know, in the store, I'd probably might pay $20 for a poof. But this is really nice to have these together. Now you can go into your thing again and say, well, how about 0.01? And you see now it just gives you this atmosphere to go with your snow now, and which makes it seem more believable and more. But if I just turn this off, that doesn't look believable at all. It just looks like a bunch of kind of design patterns. But you mix that with this atmosphere, and it takes a while for my computer to kind of render it, but there you go. And you can put your characters in here with their snowsuits, and you could have like a little house in the background with the light coming through the window shining down onto the snow, and you could have like little a little road going way out into the back to the house, and you could have mountains in the background, and maybe even a blue sky, you know. It's just, this is so nice. I mean, I think this snow alone, just this snow alone, is worth the $6 that I paid for it. And I got it on I got it on a big sale. But you know, I don't know. I'd almost pay $20 just for the snow. Okay, because this is the best snow that I've ever seen. It's just really nice snow. I mean, I bought snow that's just streaks, you know, but this is really cute. This is just beautiful. I love this. I love this, love this, love this. So this is a very nice surprise to find this in this. So it's in my VDB collection now. I have snow. That is very nice. Very, very, very nice. What a nice surprise. Now we have a snow burst. What is this now? Let's get a little closer. Oh. Wow. So you could make this really large or get in really close, like into it. I would say that it's probably meant to go at the base of it, like to see it flying out. And my ground plane, for some reason, is hiding stuff. Let's see, hide. Where's the show floor? Oh, that didn't work. All right, well, what we'll do is we'll bring this up like this. We'll get above the floor. Oh, I think I maybe have show ground, environment options, parameters. Should be ground off. Draw ground. Now maybe I can go down under the ground. Yeah, now we can go under the ground. And so you could use this like as a spell to push the snow out, like Snow Princess or something. That's very nice. Now it almost looks like this placer cube is in the wrong way. The placer cube should go like that instead. Y translate. X translate. Like it should be like this. But I'm not certain. That kind of looks like you would shoot that out of somebody's hand kind of thing. And there again, you can go into your placer cube surface and the volume and just bring it down to maybe 50. Yeah. So that is very nice. And then we have this little snow field that you could just do stuff with this snow burst. But then we also have this really beautiful now, it looks like another VDB that you can use for all kinds of other purposes. So that gives you another VDB in the scene. Now, what is this? Another snow burst. Oh, look at this one. This is coming from a ball, a snowball. Oh, that's beautiful. And there again, I think you just go. I think that these VDBs are a little on the heavy side, and the reason why is because some people load them into a white scene and say, "Where is it?" You know, and at least if you can give it some kind, because I'm doing it in the exact right thing in a black world so that they show right up, but some people might try to load them into like fully daylight, and it's like, no, they don't work like that. So you have to do them in a dark place. So we go 50, and you see now, I would even go down to maybe 1. Let's see. No, that's a little too much. Let's go 20. Yeah, I mean, so, and then you can zoom in on them, this little sphere. Look at that. This is just so beautiful. It really, really is. And now you could just have like, you know, the snow giant or the snow prince or something, and the snow princess or the snow queen walking out of this with, you know, it's amazing. This is really, really beautiful work. This took a long time to make. I'd say this is besides that and look at the VDB. We just turned the snow off, the snow burst, and look what we have, this beautiful VDB here as well to use for whatever purpose. They don't have to be together. You can just turn the snow off and you've got this beautiful artwork of this VDB that is just really, really, really nice. It looks like this was done with like using like, oh, look at that up close. That is really nice there. Just look at the how natural it looks. Very pleased with this. Very, very, very pleased. Yeah, I mean, so there again, I mean, you take the snow, you know, the snow burst, and you got several of them now, and all of this is just extra icing on top of the cake because these, because I would say this I love this this prop here. because it gives you this really kind of flat VDB, okay? That's that you can lay across the ground and give you like a ground fog. And then you got this cool thing that goes with it, and so that is really nice. You got these, and then this one right here, this glow spire. This gives you another beautiful VDB here. This one is just, it's like just a circular, another kind of poof, but a beautiful one. Look at the little, it's like a smoky one. So yeah, this is a rush right out and buy it product. This is okay. Now we got another snowburst. Oh my gosh, I bet this one's going to even be more beautiful. Look at this. Now I get my mouse out of the way. Oh, wow. This is a snow burst, but it's like a different kind. It's like all coming from the center. And here again, we've got another beautiful VDB to go with it. So, wow. This is amazing also. So, yeah. So again, I used, like I had like some of those, what are they called? Little coupon, not coupon. Well, I had coupons that came with my Daz membership, and then I had some of those tokens, and then I bought another, like another product that was new also, and so it brought the price down to like $6 for this whole Mysterious Magic VDB set. So this is really, really nice. So you can take this snowburst here and just bring this VDB down a bit. Surfaces, volume, and bring this down to about 25. And look what we have. Another kind of, this one is all just little bits of snowflakes. Or you can go right into the middle of it all and grab. Look at that. And then you bring it down some more, down to like 1. There you go. So this is beautiful. Very, very nice. So this is going to be so nice to have for the Christmas season too. So for holidays, Christmas, winter in general. It's going to be just very, very nice to have this. You just put it in the angle that you want it at. Just put it in the place you want it. And this is 3D. This is all 3D, so we can put something else like people, you know, two people kissing or something in the middle of it all. It's just, and it will meld right in because it's inside of this volume. It's not like it's not like a transparency we have in front. It's a real 3D volume. So this is very, very nice. I'm very pleased. And here is another snowburst. That snowburst was really nice. That was like, okay, but this is a like a magic snowburst. Like it's like if you don't like your neighbor and they just come out and sweep the snow off your car, you just go out and then run. Just kidding. And they come out, I just swept that, I just cleaned the car off. It's like, look at this now. This is very nice. Wow, this is something else. And like, if you find that the snow, because this is lit, So we can go in and this, you just set it to the way you want it to be. So you come in here and you see this is obviously got an emission color. So we can take the luminance down to like 50 so it's not quite so bright. And then we could take the snow itself. This would be the snow burst, and we take that down, the cutout opacity, and just make the snow less visible. And there you go. This is the kind of thing you can do. You can, now I'm wondering if I can unparent this. Yeah, so I just unparented. So I can take this, now the snow, and I can scale it. Parameters, I can scale just the snow itself. Okay, I think I scaled the snow. Or make the snow much bigger. Yeah, and so you can, you know, move it where you, just when you unparent it, you can move the snow where you want it to be. And let's see what happens when we go into, see now this, see what's nice is there's a visual, we don't have a visual cue of our VDB, but we can see the snow, which is nice. There's a visible cue telling us this is the snow burst, 9. And we just scale it down a little bit. Move it up a little bit. Move it back a little bit maybe. Iray again. Just make it work. Make it do what you want it to do. And then we take the placer cube. We go into here, surfaces. And we bring that down a little bit too. That's not it. Placer cube density is 15. Let's go to 1. Yeah, so this is really nice. Just really, really nice. The snow burst, we bring it down just a tiny bit. There you go. Yeah, look at that. So, and you know, that's the way snow is when if you get back further out away from the snow and it just looks like snow, but little do you know that deep inside is that same kind of detail that's in a real snowflake. Sorta. A real snowflake has like 1,000,000 times more detail, but it's close enough to emulate and look very snowy. And so you set it so that, and you have snow 1, 2, and 3. So it looks like maybe the snow, each snow is a different part of the, so we turn this off and which snow disappears. Okay, so this is snow within, so, or you can make one like really snowy and the other ones, this is every bit of detail that you could ever want in this set. So if you have a close-up of it, and that's probably the same with the other snows, if you have a close-up of it, maybe you want the snowflake that's right in your face to be kind of more transparent, where you want the snowflakes in the back, or however you want to do it, you can change the cutout opacity of different sectors of the snow. And then bring your camera into the place where you want it. So this is, again, look at that right there. Did you look at that VDB? It looks like water again, waterfall coming down from a mountain. You could use it for that. This is beautiful. This is another. It's too bad that this beautiful VDB is so covered up in the snow, because this is This is an object all in its own. It's again something that you have to use just a way. And look how that trails off, so delicately trails off like a vapor. This is beautiful. Very, 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 very nice. So this, this again, I just think something. When I buy something in the Daz store, I look at all the stuff that comes with it. If it's if it's a house or something, and they got the, the coffee table and the couch, and then the kitchen, the kitchen, they got a coffee maker and a toaster oven, and I look and say, that couch is so beautiful that's worth the whole price of this, of this thing. I look at the items in it and I say, and so when I say that couch is worth the whole price of this, plus I get a coffee table, plus I get a fireplace, and plus I get, a this and that and all these other things, and I say, yep, okay, I'm gonna buy it. So that's what I do. And so I say that I've just seen so many things in this set that tell me, like the snowflakes and the poof, this snow array right here is just like, wow. And like I said, you can just add that with this atmospheric area and you've got like the most beautiful snow. Now this is the last one, is this supernova. This is probably going to blow my mind here. So this is cool. And just again, I actually haven't said this, given a disclaimer, but I don't have any stake in this. I don't get paid for this advertisement. I'm somebody who really loves VDBs, and so this, as soon as I had purchased this, I thought, okay, I'm going to definitely be doing a. Now this, I can already see there is a VDB around this. Okay, so this is the cube. Okay, so this is the supernova. So we take, there's some other objects here. So okay, so we go into the surfaces, and the supernova has a couple things. It has the main rings, it has the particles and the rays. Okay, so the rays, let's try turning some of these down and seeing what disappears in the scene. Okay, so those are the rays. So those are something you can just do separately if you need some rays. You've got some rays because we can turn the main ring down. Okay, that's the main ring. And then we got this center thing, this globule thing. That would be particles. That would be all the particles around, the ones in the background. And then we have, and that's our VDB. Okay. So that's the VDB in the center, volume. And so we can just make it larger or smaller. Where's our multiplier? Let's go 1. Yeah. So this is very nice. Now we take these back to our supernova, and we have these rays, and we can come in here and just make the rays a little bit. You make them the way you want it to work. That's why you have all these parameters, so that you can use them the way. Now these rays, what you can do, so many times I could use these rays, because what you do is you take and you find, like, you go to your products here. So this is going to do it. That we've gone through that whole list. Okay, so we go to files and find a star, like something like this. Prop. And there's our star right in the middle. It could just happen to come right in the middle. And you bring the star out a little bit so it's in front. And we have some other stars, but we can scale this up. Or let's see, now go to parameters and scale it a little bit. And this is an emitter, so what we can do is go to our surfaces, editor, and we take some of this luminance. Okay. Spikes, the center and the spikes. I think we can bring them both down to 100. And we could make it gold. Oh, that's the color, the emission color. We want the emission color white. We'll go back to white. We'll take the base color, make that gold, and take this luminance down some more. 20. There we go. Bring it out a little more. So if you need a star in the sky, you know, a Christmas star or something, this is what you have. This is how you do it. It's just beautiful. This is so pretty. The emitter, we could go with yellow here for our emitter. And our glossy color, we'll bring this down to make this orange also. The base color, if we go darker maybe. So there you go. This is, or we can just put a metal texture on it, but I don't know how well that will look. Let's see. And we have another particle, and we have some other stars. This is a nice little star. We have a gingerbread star. Oh, look at this one. Star symbol. It's a balloon, but still we could put a different texture on it so it doesn't look quite like a balloon. That would look at these. We can get rid of the string. So, yeah. So these have so many uses, and we can bring back in our placer cube. Let's go to surfaces, volume, where is it? We go to back to our supernova and our particles, bring them back a little bit. Where are they? Here. Cut out. Yeah. And so you just group this all together and you put it up in the sky and you make it huge so that it shines in your sky. Yeah, that's beautiful. Now I would say the supernova, let's take the particles down a little more. They're kind of disrupting it a little bit. There we go. And I would say these particles, you go, these are all part of, they're all grouped together, so I don't think you can't move them or anything. They're contained inside of this thing. So, and we could take this placer, this is our volume, this is that little puff in the center. We can take that volume and bring it down even some more, 0.2. Yeah, look at that. And we could put different textures on that on the particles. We could put different things on them or make them different color, blue. That's the glossy color, the base color, blue. And we have them here, emission, luminance 500. Blue. Yeah. So there you go. That's how you do this. And so this other product here, this last one, again, this Supernova, these, and then you also have the sphere that goes around it, the circle. This is, again, you know, it's just added on to what's really nice, the snow and all of the different types of VDBs. Every one of these has a VDB associated with it. Maybe a couple don't, but they have them within them, like, and also very, 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 very massive product, and I would say extremely reasonably priced. So I'm very pleased with this Runic ring. I can't even imagine where, you know, how that would come into this. So we take the Runic ring and we just and then we go to our parameters, Runic ring. We go down here to arc pose, and then we come up here and we do this number and we bring this down in, and then bring this down like this, and I would say let's go to arc pose, not quite as like that. Then we go like this. And move it over. We come in a little bit here like this, so we can see the runes. Move the Runic ring up. And then let's see what this looks like in Iray. Yeah, so, and the Runic ring has the same kind of things. It's got built within it, you've got your emission. So we could take the emission, the luminance down to like 15. So it's not quite as blown out, or even down to 1. The back. We go down luminance down to 50. Runic beam. Fluid. Oh, there it is. Now this one's a puzzle to me, this runic ring. There's got to be a way to make this emboss. Part runic beam. So this is not a VDB. So we go here to cutout opacity and bring it down a little bit. And we bring this up like this. And then bring the runic ring down a little bit. This one I'm going to have to study a little bit more. Why translate? Just to find out more about it, but yeah, and then we just unclick everything here, and let's do, I think this should be a little bit brighter. Surfaces, go back to our cutout opacity. And let's, well, a little bit less. And we take and let's just do a quick render. My earth-shattering artwork here. So render settings here. See what this looks like. What we do is we put instead of the black in the background, we put a starry sky in there. So, but so this is beautiful. Love this work. And there we go. So that's going to do it for this tutorial. I hope this has been enlightening and that you have enjoyed this. And I thank you very much for watching. And we're going to call this Runic Star. And we'll save that Runic Star. And we're going to call this file save as scene. The Runic Star. Okay, show me there up top, it should say there. Once it's done, Runic Star, there it is. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please have a lovely evening, and we are going to see you again in the next tutorial. Thank you, Angus, very much for watching and for being here for the live tutorial. And I appreciate very much you being here. And we're going to do the old standby, polka, polka, polka. So, all right. Have a lovely rest of your night and purchase this. I give my recommendation on this product. This is SY Mysterious Magic VDB. You can see the name in the video title. And so, yeah, this is it. This is a beautiful product to augment, accentuate your artwork. So, all right. Bye-bye for now. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, click the bell for notifications. And if you click on all notifications, you might get actually a notification when we're here. And when you're here, you can then ask questions, learn stuff, and if you're really smart about stuff, you can help improve this live performance by adding your vast reservoir of knowledge of Daz Studio. So this is all also about having other Daz people here. It's not for, I might, to some of you people, be a novice. That's why it'd be really nice to have you here. Okay, so take care. Bye-bye for now. And I will see you again soon. This is Rex Red, and it's EZ3DTV. Bye-bye for now.